Hi guys, welcome. Tonight we're just chatting briefly about our Monster Shad comp coming up soon, 24th to 26th of May.
That's correct.
It's an awesome comp with amazing prizes, and we're seeing a lot of entries coming in already, guys. So check out this video and the other videos. You'll find the links below, how to enter, all the information out there. But tonight we're talking about how to set about catching Monster Shad.
So what are we going to do to lure those big Monster Shad?
Yeah. Firstly, where's your favorite big shad spots?
Well, I've got my big shad spots, guys. So my bigger shad, obviously I live at Glenmuir side.
Yep.
So I've got 1 or 2 spots there. Rock 86, I'm not going to mention all the names and stuff now.
But describe the spot, because the oaks are fishing in KZN, Eastern Cape and Western Cape. What kind of spot do you look at?
So for me, I like rocky ledges, guys. I like nice shallow water running off a rocky ledge into a deep, into some depth, 2 or 3 meters of water behind.
Okay, yeah, some fairly deep water into shallow.
Shallow water. So that's my particular spot. I look for a big shad.
Yeah, what I found over the last couple of years, I've got this theory, is I want my bait fish to be dumped into deeper water.
Correct.
So either river mouth outgoing
flashing out,
or outgoing gutter in the surf, dumping my mullets and that out there. Best case scenario, a rocky point, where the current's not too strong, but you've got like a nice shallow area, and those little oaks are getting swept out with every big wave that comes, especially on a high tide. Yeah. And they're getting dumped into the deep water. Meneer shads there.
Prime spot.
Meneer shads there.
Yeah. So I particularly stay away from big open bays for the big shad. Yeah. With the big open bay is going to just your smaller shad, you're going to catch all of them inside there. So, and then bait preference, Don. What did your bait preference be?
Yeah. Before I dive into bait, last thing, current. I actually think the big oaks like a current.
No, I like a bit of not a crazy rip,
but not a nuts current.
There must be a bit of.
But these oaks like to hold, like in the foam and that, and wait for the food to get swept to them.
Correct.
Kind of like a GT in that. You gotta think like a big shad to catch a big shad. Yeah. Okay, bait preference.
Well, bait, there's a lot. So my personal stripy fillet, guys. To me, stripy fillet or shad fillet itself. Yeah, those are my 2 go-to baits for big shad.
I must admit, I like you can get stripy, cool.
Yeah, if you can get
them. When I want to catch them, I can never catch them.
I'm the same.
It's like when I don't want them, they're around flat out, and I think I catch them, cool.
That's what we take the nephews fishing the day before to get them to catch the stripies.
Yeah. Every time I go down like Mermaid's Pool, I don't want them every cast, but okay. But anyhow, I would like a blacktail fillet. They can work well. I do find the attraction rate's a bit slow on it though. Yeah. So I might take maybe a bit of mackerel or sard over that just to get the oak
onto them a bit excited.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah. And I find if you just fish straight sardine or mackerel, it's often bang, 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 and off. And you haven't had a chance to set the hook yet. Yeah. So that's why I think the slice bait of any kind
100%.
certainly comes
Something that's going to stay on your hook a bit longer. Yeah. And also find if there's smaller shad around, just sardine or pilchard, they're going to whack that thing before the bigger shad even has a chance to get close.
The weird thing is that I've never actually pulled big shad amongst baby shad. Yeah. I think the bigger ones run in separate shoals.
No, they're definitely 100%.
And they... Like if there's a deep bay with a headland, the little oaks will be
on their own mission
on the shallow and the inside, and the big oak will be on the point. They're different meneer.
Yeah, I've often perceived that like you'll get a shoal of smaller shad coming through, it'll go quiet for a couple of minutes, they'll disappear, and you'll get your big shad. You might get 1 or 2, and then that's pretty much it. So I think I know from the guys that dive, they often tell me like the bigger shad on smaller shoals, 3, 5 fish, 10 fish, and that's pretty much it.
And what about liveys? You know, a live shad can be a pretty good bait for a big live shad.
100%. I think lavies is a very good option.
So that's when you talk about swimming out something decent.
Yeah, or flicking it out, casting it out best you can.
Outgoing current.
Yeah, put him in and he'll swim himself out.
Absolutely. I've got this thing I haven't had a chance to try, rig up a balloon or a nice big float, let him go on an outgoing rip, let him get out there far. There's certainly one way of doing it as well. You're going to get a bit of sharks in it as well, but I mean...
Hey, what's wrong with that? Yeah, it's a bit of fun.
But my go-to, the bait that I've caught the most big shad on over the years has actually been a squid head.
Okay.
A decent big squid head. Like the thing you'd normally toss? Yeah. Or maybe use just the occasional tentacles on? That whole big squid head, the oily, inky eyes and the long, just a like a big hook straight through that, float him on the top, amongst the deep water foam.
You're talking about squid heads, you're going to get Andrew excited. He's going to start fishing for shad one of these days too.
And guys, how do you your big shad bite?
Listen, I normally... I don't know how to describe it. Double knock, boom, boom, and then I just normally get flattened.
Yeah, I find you get a whack.
Yes, you get whack.
It's a proper
2 knocks
whack.
And then
And what do you do in that situation though?
My personal preference, whack, whack. I'm normally tensioned up, so my rod tip's sitting about there.
Yeah.
So as soon as I get the dumb...
But sometimes they don't flatten.
then just I'd start pretty
Yeah,
much.
I find a kind of slow winding. You almost
pull him in.
persuading him
Yes,
to
yeah,
take the thing.
Yeah.
And
any bit of tension, then set the hook and go for it.
And before we go into like how to fight the thing, what about trace?
Okay, there's two options, guys. A lot of guys fish steel trace, or thick mono. I'm a thick mono guy.
Okay,
1 mil.
Yeah, we had a shad comp last year on BILIMORIA. I don't know if you guys remember on Facebook, where we gave away a nice rod for the biggest shad caught, and we had some guys said, "Oh, no one's going to share their catches." And that. We had some shad up to 10 kilos, and the stories that came out of the shad was pretty exciting. And a lot of the you get the shad hunters.
Yes.
I mean, the one guy in KZN, I think he had caught like 7 of over 8 kilo.
Yeah.
So this oak obviously knows, he's worked out the recipe, how to get them. And a lot of those guys like using mono. Yeah. Heavy mono, we're talking about a 1 mil or so.
1 mil, correct. That's what I use.
Maxima or Arity or something like that. Why? Okay. Why do you think that steel trace is going to...
There's two things. Steel trace, I get frustrated with. A lot of guys, times fishing steel trace, I'm getting it knotted up, not coming up. Also, your mono gives you the bait a more natural flow. Yeah,
I think the movement on the bait is probably one of the key things. I do think as well the bought steel traces you buy are pretty weak.
I don't trust them.
Those little clippies.
I don't trust them. My honest opinion, I don't trust them.
I was holding out a 10 kg cob a while ago at night, and I didn't realize the oak was in a sandbar right in front of me. And as I slid him up, pink, popped. Yeah. Fortunately, I'm fast enough to jump on the cob still. I'm not that old yet, but I jumped on the cob and I hold him out. But I'm like, look, that is a 50-pound trace, and just went pink. So they're not necessarily as strong as you think they are sometimes. So if you are going to fish wire, maybe make up your own with the crimps and that.
Correct.
Or else, what about a shad bung?
Listen, depends where you're fishing. Some guys, if the sea's flat and stuff like that, if you want to float your bait, don't.
My brother does that, and it works for him.
Yeah, it depends on the oaks, yes.
I found like my early years, and we're waffling a bit here now, but my early years in KZN, I used to fish Pennington and Scottsboro and that. Yeah. They are best ones. We actually didn't use shad bungs, but we actually used nothing. Yeah. We used to take like a 4.0 or a 6.0, half sod, because I was poor, instead of a whole sod. But maybe a whole sod would be best. Cast it out, hit the top. As it dropped down, you're on.
Pick it up. Yeah.
So that's kind of like hunting for shad with a sod as a lure.
Yeah, correct.
And that can work blooming well sometimes. So try different things. I think it's not not a one-trick pony, but there are definitely hotspots for shad on the coastline.
Oh, correct.
Do some checking out on Facebook, see who's been catching where.
Yeah.
I know on our coastline, there's about 6 hotspots in the entire East London district. Yeah. We are the go-to spots for big shad.
For bigger shad.
No, so they certainly like certain areas very strongly.
Yeah, 100%. If you can work it out. If you fish for them enough, you'll work out where you're getting your bigger shad over time.
And your time of day?
Listen, best time of day is obviously sunrise, guys, and sunset.
Okay. I get mine at about 4 o'clock in the morning. They're pre-dawn. Yeah. And I'm still slipping and falling on the rocks, and I can't see what's going on. I don't know why. That's when the big shad likes to be around.
My favorite time is on sunrise, but once the sun, this sounds a bit silly, I can see the sun above the horizon. I've got most of my fishing. I don't know if it's in my head.
Okay,
but to me, it works for me.
To me, that's too late, but I mean,
it works for me. Yeah.
Okay, so, and what about night?
Nighttime, listen, shad, they feed right through the night. I don't catch them at night for some reason. I've got this belief, where I stay on the East Coast, they don't bite at night, but I prefer
they bite flat out.
No,
they bite flat out at night.
I probably haven't fished enough at night for them. I think that's where the issue comes in. And then, listen, guys, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock in the middle of the day. Don't be scared. If you find the right place, you can get shad.
No, for sure. Deep water?
Deep water, off points.
Bit of foam?
Yeah, you get them.
You're good.
100%.
And so we've got this thing now. We've got our spot. We've got our bait out there. We figured out the bite. We figured out the strike, the leader. How do I fight this thing when I hook it?
Listen, shad, I don't play. When I hook that thing, it comes in as quick as I can possibly get it in.
So it's a tip up and crank, basically.
Tip up and crank, yeah.
Okay. I made the mistake a while ago. I was fishing just above Kafani, and I was using my 9-ounce rod. I was going heavy, and I hooked into a huge shad. Whole sod out. I was looking for cob in the middle of the afternoon, and this oak just floored me. And I'm cranking, and I got this oak, and he was about a meter shad.
Yeah, big
one
fish.
One of the bigger ones I've ever hooked.
Yeah.
And I made the doff mistake. As I get the oak near me, I didn't drop my rod sideways.
Yeah. And slip him in.
As he was in knee-deep water, he exploded. Like,
yeah.
And that hook just came out. And here's me throwing the rod down, diving around the surf, and I couldn't catch the bugger. And my wife, she's 200 meters up the beach from me. She says, "Why are you swearing?"
Yeah. She could hear all the words straight from there.
Why must I don't swear that often. So, it is like, that is a manier. And then my biggest shad I ever caught and couldn't keep the day after season closed.
Happens.
At Nahoon, I pulled out a beauty.
Yeah.
Like about 80, 85 centimeter
nice
Ammonia
fish
shad.
yeah.
And all the oaks around me, and I
Put
let
him
him
back.
go.
Well done on you for that.
And he washes back out, and I let him go
Oh,
again.
he teased you a couple
And
of
he
times
washes
too.
out. And now he's getting damaged in the rocks, and I'm going like, flip it, oaks.
Yeah.
But he eventually swam away. Probably became shark bait.
Yeah, so I think for shad, listen, once you hook them, get them in. They're super erratic, especially when they get to the front. Get them in, flip them in as quickly as you can.
Yeah, and I think, especially if you're in a beach type environment, dropping that rod to the side
Makes a big difference.
A fish that's going to explode like that, you need to kind of calm. If you're going to go high tip, there's a good chance you can snap.
Yeah. Or
so,
you also giving him extra leverage to flip around even more.
So literally that low and slide out and use the wave.
Yeah.
Use the wave for that, but bully the guy, guys.
Yeah.
No slack.
Yeah.
This is, and we're not talking light tackle here. Huh? We're talking, you must use 30, 40 pound minimum.
Yeah.
You're putting properly.
Yeah.
What about lures though? Do you think our biggest shad might come out on a lure?
I've got a good feeling it's going to come out on a lure. I've got it. Listen, could be wrong, but I've got a good feeling. The bigger shad normally go for lures. You normally, as Don's previously mentioned, you pull the bigger shad out of the shoal. The big shad.
For sure.
He's a bit more confident. He's been around a bit longer. He's going to hit that lure before the smaller shad do.
Yeah, he's the top dog in the pack.
He's the alpha, yeah.
And even if there's like 6 of them, the biggest one will be the first guy to go.
Correct, yeah.
And I think things like your clones and that,
yeah,
your stick baits can be a good way of casting a lot further.
Yeah.
So you can work those outer gutters, work those points well. The shad certainly come onto them very well.
Yeah.
But your surface plug. Your surface plug is a dynamite.
Old chisel nose plug.
I've lost some where I've seen the shad hit the thing out the water, and they're in that 10 kg class.
Yeah, even a normal spoon I think is good.
Yeah, spoon can be good. Yeah. Gold or silver.
Yeah,
works very well.
Yeah.
Spoon not super fast retrieve. Actually, a fairly fairly steady retrieve.
Yeah.
And guys, shad like the ones that got a bit of action there.
S-shape action too.
I think everyone's got their own one, like the Tobies and the S-bend and the cutback. There are quite a few various ones. But shad like a lure with a bit of movement on it. Yeah. So certainly the lure boys stand a good chance here. Maybe a good idea to get a live or big bad out and have a second rod throwing lure.
Spinning.
That can be...
double your chances.
Can be one action. At least you're trying to find fish. Yeah. So guys, get G'd up. Each province, Eastern Cape, Western Cape and KZN, there's 10 grand cash prizes for those provinces and lucky draw prizes to over 100k value. Things like the Horizon rod in front of us here.
We've got a twin power.
We've got a Shimano twin power. We've got a Hachi Rise Kayasuta. We've got phenomenal reels, cooler boxes, wetsuits. They're prizes galore. And even if you can't catch a monster shad, you stand a good chance of getting one of those lucky draw prizes. So guys, look for the info out there. Come join us in amazing weekends fishing. It's from like the Friday evening to the Sunday lunch. So you can make a full weekend of it. Hoy the bra.
Yeah.
Let's go for it. Get the mates.
Get geared up, guys. I think this is going to be a big, exciting competition, guys. And compete between yourselves too, between yourself and your mates.
Yeah, challenge your mates. I mean, who doesn't want a big shad?
Everyone wants one.
You know, you got to catch one monster shad in your lifetime. Yeah. And I'm a firm believer that we haven't caught the biggest shad in South Africa yet.
Like, I guarantee, I love this competition to produce the biggest shad, which would be fantastic.
Do you know what the legend is?
Yeah.
40 kilo.
Yeah.
Apparently Angola though.
Yeah.
But the legend is shad go up to 40 kilo.
Yeah.
In the last 2 seasons, we've seen way more fish of 5 kg plus than we've ever seen before. Yeah. Shad grow quickly. Their numbers seem to be recovering a bit, particularly the big boys.
I've just seen from our personal shad fishing how in the last, as you're right, 3 or 4 years, last year I got more shad over 60 centimeters than I have in previous years. That was my record for last year.
So guys, get entered. Get onto the WhatsApps. Talk to us.
Yeah.
If you don't know how to enter, just give us a shout and we'll hook you up and join us for a monster shad comp.
Yeah, I think there's anything else you need to know about setups, rigs, give us a shout. We can put 1 or 2 rigs up if need be.
Yeah,
we'll definitely help you along the way.
We'll do our favorite bait demo for you guys soon, I think. Yeah?
Yes, no, definitely.
Cool.
Okay, cool guys. Anyway,
have a good one.
Until next week.
Yeah.
We'll see you all soon.
Yeah. Don from BILIMORIA and
Dean from Untraceable Fishing.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Tight lines. Good luck.